All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you, highlighting 3 NFL games that I can't wait for this weekend. I'm doing it from Rosie's Corner. Remember, for NFL Sunday, you spend just $40. You get a large one-topping pizza, 24 wings, large chef salad, and a 2-liter of soda. Tomorrow, for your Syracuse-Notre Dame game, how about this? Any pizza wing combo gets you a free 2-liter of soda. The NFL special, by the way, is good for Thursday Night Football, Sunday Football, and Monday Night Football. Let's get to the 3 games I can't wait to watch this weekend. The Buffalo Bills are off. Thank you. The first one is Eagles-Saints for me. And I know that this one on paper probably looks like a one-sided affair. It's too difficult sometimes to go in and beat New Orleans in the Superdome. That's why I think if they can get the home field advantage, they'll be the Super Bowl favorite. That is one of the toughest venues to play in all the NFL for sure. But the reason why this is an intriguing game for me is because this is the last line, in my opinion, for the Philadelphia Eagles. We are going to find out what this team is really made of at New Orleans, playing against a Super Bowl champ, a Super Bowl contender, rather, a Super Bowl champion quarterback in Drew Brees. The Philadelphia Eagles season's on the line. Now, it's tough because the Eagles, they probably could have used that win against Dallas, and then they wouldn't have to worry necessarily about having to win against New Orleans. I know every player, coach, etc. So we want to win every game. Well, okay, but you're not going to win every game. Everybody should know that at this point in sports. You're not going undefeated. You can't win every game. It's impossible. The Philadelphia Eagles are an extremely vulnerable team right now. They're coming off that Super Bowl. The Redskins in the NFC East have all of a sudden jolted themselves up to the top. I think Carson Wentz is actually playing really well. He's starting to finally look like he's 100% from that ACL rehab and all the rest. He looks pretty good to me. The question becomes, this Eagles defense has got to start stopping people and making big plays like they did last year. I think the Saints win this game 33-30. I think it's going to be closer than some people think. I think the Eagles go out there and really try to tough it out. But in the end, it's just going to be too much Drew Brees, too much Alvin Kamara, too much Mark Ingram, too much Michael Thomas, too much Saints offensive line, a unit that's been very, very good this year as well, by the way. I'll take New Orleans by a field goal over Philadelphia 33-30. One other game that I just cannot wait for the Sunday night game between the Vikings and the Bears. And the reason is because Matt Nagy has literally he has installed an offense into the Chicago Bears that actually makes Mitch Trubisky look good. How about that? How good of an offensive mind do you have to have Mitch Trubisky look really, really good? My goodness, Matt Nagy, tip of the cap to you. But this team has a lot of weapons, and Allen Robinson, a guy I loved in the draft a few years back. Remember the famous draft with Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry and Sammy Watkins and Mike Evans? Well, Allen Robinson was taken by the Jaguars in the second round. He ended up tearing his ACL with Jacksonville. I still really like the guy. He's very, very young, and he runs all the really great routes, and he's a big-time yards after the catch guy as well. Chicago's defense, we know, is absolutely, positively lethal. This game's at Soldier Field as well, so you got to give them a little bit of an edge. You get Minnesota out of their tough home environment, right, and you put them on the road. I have yet to, and I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again in this video, I have yet to really have a read on all of these teams in the NFC North. I think I pretty much now know who the Lions are, I guess. But like the teams, the Packers, after last night's loss to Seattle, probably know who they are as well. But I don't really know. Let's put it this way. I don't really know who the contenders are yet. I know that they're at the top of the division. I know it's about the Vikings and the Bears at this point. It's probably narrowed down to that. I couldn't figure out all these teams for the life of me. Probably now we know more about Detroit. We know a lot more about Green Bay. But as far as Minnesota and Chicago goes, these teams, the jury's still out for me in terms of being Super Bowl contenders. I like Minnesota. I think they have one of the best complete teams in the NFL. But they're not as good as the Saints. They're not as good as the Rams. I mean, can they go in and beat these teams? I don't know if they could beat on a neutral field Carolina at this point. They're not an overwhelmingly eyeballs to the TV type of team. but they do have a lot of weapons, and I can't wait for this game. It's going to be a throwback Viking-Bear game in Chicago, Soldier Field, probably super, super cold. Should be a fantastic game. And then on Monday Night Football, they've moved it out of Mexico. They're going to play it in L.A., so the Rams get an advantage there. With the home field, I'm telling you right now, the L.A. Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs, this is the game that I hope we get again in the Super Bowl. I think this would be a fantastic matchup in Atlanta. Could you imagine that on the inside venue? A little bit more of a turf/grass field, and just these guys slinging the ball all over Hellsat-Baker. You've got arguably the most exciting player in the NFL right now in Patrick Mahomes in this game, and you've got, I think, the best offense overall, which is Sean McVay and the Rams, and the 1A offense to that is the Kansas City Chiefs. Some people would flip-flop the two. You flip a coin, you're not going to lose out on either of them. But this is going to be absolutely terrific stuff. I will take the Rams in this game. And by the way, I forgot to give you a prediction score on the Bears-Vikings. So let's go Chicago 26, Minnesota 21. And then in the Rams and Chiefs game, I think that the Rams defense is actually the difference maker in this game. I think that Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh, when those guys run up into that interior, it changes the whole complexion of the game. I think they've actually got to try to take Kareem Hunt away in this game. When you see inside rushers, you see Mahomes maybe back up a little bit, that's when he likes to drop it off, those short, quick little screens to Kareem Hunt and company. They can somehow minimize Kareem Hunt as a receiver and also running the football. I think that would be a huge, huge, huge benefit for the LA Rams. So I'll take the Rams in this game. High-octane offense. Let's go 41-35. The Rams win this one. I think it could be different if it was in Mexico City, but as it is now, it's pretty much a Chiefs road game. And we also know, by the way, how it goes with East Coast and Midwest teams going to the West Coast, or West Coast teams going to the East Coast. It's awfully difficult. We'll see what happens here between the Rams and the Chiefs. So those are just a few of the games that I can't wait to watch in the NFL this weekend. Again, Chiefs, Rams on Monday night, Sunday night, Vikings, Bears, and then obviously one of the late 4:25 games on Sunday will be Philadelphia at New Orleans. And I think the Philadelphia Eagles, I think the season is absolutely positively on the line for them in terms of making the playoffs. Thanks so much for watching 9 Minutes with Mike Lindsley here. It's IGTV, it's YouTube, and it's Facebook. Make sure you come here to Rosie's Corner all weekend long and get your awesome food specials. Tonight, it's Fish Friday. They've got the fish with the mac and cheese. They can get fish and fries for you. With the coleslaw, it's out of this world haddock. Make sure you come by and see Jason, Jody, and the gang. They're doing great stuff here. Again, tomorrow, Syracuse game day. Very simple. You buy any pizza wing combination, you get a free 2-liter of orange soda. And then on Sunday and Monday, for all of the NFL action, you spend just $40 and you get a large one-topping pizza, 24 wings, large chef salad, and a 2-liter of soda. What a great deal that is for your friends and family, and to order up some food for all of the football. You can hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports, and you can also get me on Snapchat and Instagram, Mike L Sports 1979. Also, be sure to download my podcast, the ML Sports Platter. That is available on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and on Spotify. Make sure you get here to Rosie's Corner, the official pizza shop of the ML Sports Platter, just off Bartell Road, up a little bit, and then you take a quick right on Route 11, and it's right here in front of the bridge, and they've got awesome food going on all day and night, 7 days a week. 9 Minutes with Mike Lindsley, IGTV, YouTube, and Facebook. Thanks so much for watching. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.